Alrighty, sorry about that. At the last minute, I had someone just like completely pop up to my house. Let me get rid of... There we go. Okay, so for those of you just joining, this was a Bob-omb Nintendo Switch dock that I was working on yesterday, day before, and it sits in the top where the fuse is. And the funny part is, I was talking to a coworker. I was like, "Yeah, I'm designing a Nintendo Switch Bob-omb, dock," and it was kind of cool. He sits down and everything, and the first thing they tell me is like, "Oh, is his feet hold the Switch?" And I'm thinking, no, but that makes a lot more sense than what I was working with. So before I get going with that, there are a few things I need to remove, because after thinking about them for a little while, I realized that they're not what I didn't do exactly what I thought it would do. So we're going to what's this? Combine, subtract, copy. Oh, okay. I think this is what I want to get rid of. Please, okay. So, why is... Hold on. My screen is not changing. Why is my screen not changing? Alright, well, I had it muted. That did not help. Why is my screen not changing? On YouTube, what's going on here? Alrighty, sorry about that. At the last minute, I had someone just like... Okay, never mind. It's just... The stream is running like almost 5 minutes behind schedule. Sorry about that. I didn't know. So if it takes me a few minutes to get to your comments, let me know. I did not know it was behind by that much. Alright, anyways, let's go back to... Let's do the edit with this real quick. So this... looks like it does still have the pad in it, which is good. So we're gonna do we're gonna switch up a few things here. I will release this version first. The cap on it here. So the cap does come off. There is a space inside to coil a cord that comes out pretty much his butt. And then there's specific cords that I do use off of Amazon to do this. They are made by Ferricet. They're, a braided USB-C cord. They're really good quality. I've never had an issue with them at all. I mean, yeah, I could use the Nintendo Switch power block, but the entire point of this dock is that it extends the USB-C so you can plug in like a USB hub or anything like that. And it will work as a full-fledged TV dock. So otherwise, if I just plug in the AC adapter, then it's only charging and not, display, HDMI, expandable, etc. Alright, so we got this guy here. I've already got the hole in there. So we will consider this dock number 1. And I am going to go ahead and see how far back. If I need to undo all of this and to make this like a set standard to go by, then I will do that. It looks like that's what I'm going to have to do. So let me see how much that's there. I have... not exactly sure what this guy's doing. Oh, that's the cutaway. Alright, yep. We want to keep that. So, all the padding. And then... Alright, so let me get back to this. And where? Right here. All right, so all of this is for this dock. So wonder if I can move. I can't move all that forward. Okay, so here's a cool part. Take all that. We're gonna group it and rename it, and we're gonna call it just dock. We'll call it cap dock because that way at least I know what it uses. And suppress. Okay, and then just to make sure our cap is good, I know that I did lose. Oh crap! Hold on. I gotta unsuppress that for a minute. We lost something. This should be right here. Uh-oh. Okay, we are going to delete this group, spans contents, take this guy, bring him back in time enough to where we keep it, but we will lose the rest. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, and then like I said, we're going to call this cap dock. Make sure the cap's on there. Looks like it's good. I should be able to suppress this. Gives me my cap back. Still leaves the butt, which we'll leave for now. We can always go back and resuppress it later if we need to do that. I mean, everything is made to print to fit, so the eyes are their own inset piece that is to print separately. I mean, I know a lot of people like multicolor prints. I don't have an issue with that. I just have an issue with waste and the fact that it will actually print faster if you do it in separate pieces versus wasting a lot, because in this your purge tower would go all the way here to the top. Instead, I can print it in a yellow, white, black, and gray separate pieces. I mean, I got 4 or 5 printers. Not that I'm bragging, I'm just saying I could do this on separate printers and get it done, or you could do it on one with multiple plates in Bamboo Studio. Either way, like that. Say this is Beast on the Candy Bob-omb. I actually still have to make his so hold on, before we go, I forgot, I still have to make his turnkey in the back. So actually let's do that real fast. I have a certain way that I want to do this. Now we're gonna do oh shoot, sorry, I am completely just, yeah, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here. I already had an idea of how I want to do this. So we are actually going to do this in half, and we're just going to mirror it. So don't be like, what the heck are you doing? Because sometimes I even wonder the same thing. Alright, we're going to set our distance to half of our Bob-omb. I believe this guy, actually, you know what? We're not going to, hold on. Let's find out what his real height is. We want to make this thing as centered as possible. So, actually, yeah, he was a 150 when I did it. So we're going to make sure to set this. We're going to set him to 75. All right. We're just do a 3-point arc, not construction. That. And let me actually real quick off screen, let me bring up the Bob-omb that I was looking with, because now, okay, here we go. Come on. That's not what I want to do. I want to open a new image, but I want the full image. Here we go. So this is who we are going to try to do. So that's how I'm going to make the key. As you see, there's a couple circles, and that's what we're going to do. So if you're wondering where I'm getting my inspiration from, it's just on my other screen. All right, so now that I see him, I see what I am doing incorrectly. And actually, we're just going to get rid of these. And we are going to just, yep. Sometimes it's better just to start off fresh. So here, and then I'm going to bring this up. And then I'm going to go here and make it so big. Do the same here. There, now it's already starting to take shape. And then somewhere down here. And then on the back side, it looks like it does a tangent. And then that is my center line, so I don't want to come all the way down. It looks like the key comes roughly to about here. And then, all right, something like that. Now let's throw some dimensions at it, so that way like this looks somewhat decent. Let's go 10. I like that. These circles are actually quite good size. We're just going to kind of give them some evened out dimensions. Yeah, the 25 looks good there. This, we're going to 75 for now. Actually, I kind of want to do it a little thicker because, or a little farther in. I do have that cylinder that comes all the way through here. I want to miss this, but I'm going to make a hole here in the back, and this will go in. So the cool part would be if I could make it to where it could snap in, and you could still turn it, like as just a prop. Like that'd be really cool. I don't see why we couldn't like. Oh, is this the candy dispenser? Nope, this is not based on anything. Actually, this is just, yeah, it's, sorry for taking a while to get back to the comments. I didn't realize my stream is about 4 minutes behind, not to mention, that also depends on how much I pay attention to the comments versus designing. And I apologize in advance. If you're watching, I apologize. Sometimes I just get wrapped into this and I just go. All right, so this is good here, this is good here. So this guy, we need to constrain him. 35 there. Now we're starting to constrain a little bit. Okay, here, this is what I'm missing right here. Nope, apparently I'm not missing that. What is it not like? Thought I had that solved. Oh, that's right. I deleted my line originally, and that's why it's not here. Bam. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and extrude this. We can throw some fillets and stuff on there later. Actually, I'm not ready for that yet. And this should be, hold on. There. I'm going to actually put this back. So this will actually be part of the original dock too. There we go. Mirror. It's like so. And actually I think that is, yeah, that's too close. So I need to change this dimension. Actually, I might just go back to 75. There it is. Let me look at my picture. This looks pretty close. Extrude all these. And we're going to do symmetric. This is going to be a new body. And 10 mil looks almost perfect. and that is, oh, I want overall, so actually it's gonna be 20. So it's gonna be like 3/4 of an inch or so is kind of where we're going at. New body. By the looks of the one we're going off of, it appears that the outer edge is chamfered. Obviously except this piece here. I actually want to bring a circle back to make it look like a key, so we're going to do that real quick. And what I mean by that is we're going to get rid of the main body here. Usually I would just fillet this, but I want to kind of come back into it. So this is kind of look kind of weird because I'm going to go, let me just do this so I can pull up a center point. And we're going to go like that. And we'll just do the whole thing. So we're going to do join. Yeah, there we go. And like clockwork. And we're going to go ahead and chamfer. Before we chamfer the edge, I do want to chamfer this edge. Oops. This edge and this edge. We're going to do an equal distance. I have no idea what it's going to be. Yep, that's actually almost exactly what I was looking for. I'm going to change the extrusion though to be -40. That way it kicks that key part back a little bit. We're going to go chamfer here. Give it a couple mil chamfer. Actually, I forgot to do that part, so let's add that in. No, not the face. Let me see if I... Oh, it looks like I gotta do the inside too. So yeah, you know what? We're just gonna cancel out that whole thing and we're just gonna redo it. So we want this face, this one, this one, this one. Usually I just click the face, but then that's gonna chamfer around these other sides and I don't want that. That, I believe, is what I want. There. There's our little key. Now you're probably wondering how would that print? If it would print vertical with supports, we could do that, but then the supports are going to be really weird around the side. We're actually going to just cut this guy in half and make some joining pieces in the inside. Just in this area right here, we'll make 2 pieces, because if I make one big piece, it could shimmy around, so we want to make a couple pieces in there. That will help straighten this up. I might make one here, and then I might make a special one to go around to help straighten all that up. So anyway, I want to go ahead and color this guy. This guy we're going to entitle key. I know I do everything in bodies for now. I'm not doing components at this point in time. Oh, let's see, physical appearance. Give me another yellow, but we're gonna give him a little more of a gold look. That is a little more of a dirtier gold than I was hoping for. There. All right. So now the cool part is I can go on here. Go to off, actually, I go to, no, I don't want, get me out of here. I want this, extrude this, and then we're going to get the body in here, and we're going to come this way. Objects to cut, not the key. Cut that part out. That way we now have a hole. And then I can turn my key off, and then I can use the push-pull. And we are just going to take and do a reverse 0.3. That'll give us a decent little keyhole, like so. Actually, I'm going to go back and I want that hole to be a little bit deeper. So let's go back to our key. And then we're going to do dual distance. And we're going to bring the other guy in 10. Turn off the body. Go to join. And oh, it did not like the offset faces. That's what it was. Should be able to turn the key off. And then distance all. There we go. Thank you very much for the like. Appreciate it. Alright. Okay, now let's divide this sucker in half. So we're gonna do split body. This one, splitting tools, is going to be this guy. There, cut it right in half. Now we will go ahead and turn off the closest one, turn off the body for now. And let's go ahead and make our joining pieces because we have this is going to be printed on this side. I can just go ahead and make a joining piece that looks kind of weird, but I want to do that on purpose because it will give us a better like area to hold on to, if that makes sense. I'm going ahead and just kind of, there's 5. We don't need to go, we can go like a 7. Yeah, there we go. We'll go like a 7 in. We can do a 10 on this side. And then we're going to do a random circle or something to change up the design just enough to where when you print this piece, like, it's gotta fit just right. That's not gonna work. It's alright. We can just, and then just use our equals. Okay. The only dumb idea here is that I should have just trimmed it. Now we're going to do symmetric, and we're going to make this a 6mm piece, so we'll go 3mm into each side. I mean, we can go 8 just to have a little bit more depth, and that's still going to leave quite a lot of room for printing. This should print across pretty good. If not, we can actually, I think I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. Objects to cut. We want to make sure that both keys are in here. Whoops. Oh, yeah, sure, right? I can just put a circle on here and this won't be, you know, look terrible at all. Alright, let's push this in just a tad. Actually, that's good where it's at. So here's actually, I'm going to make this new body, and then we're going to do a duplicate and then a subtract. So we're going to do, move copy. Doesn't really matter what we're doing. Just want to create a copy. And then we're going to do target body. Shoot. Never mind, this is not what I was actually looking for. I can't try and remember the last time I did this. Oops. Come on. There it goes. Nope, we are going to do cut. And then we'll do, we did, oh, this is where you got to remember your dimensions. We did this at 8, so we are going to go ahead and go 8 up, and that will create our new body. And then, so this is going to be our key join. Sure, why not? We'll call it something. Take this out. Actually, we got to make sure this cut both keys. It did not. Okay. All right. Wrong one. Okay, and we'll turn off key join. We'll do a press pull operator on all of this. And we'll just do the -0.3. And then we will enable the other side, press pull the other side. I'm sure there are more better ways to do this, but for now, this will be good. Then our key join. All right, so that's how that will be. So we'll have the key will print this part down on the bed, and so will the other one. And then when you go to join them together, now the issue though is that not everybody prints with a Bob-omb. Okay, still people out there that print with other printers, and they have, if they don't have it, when you make pieces that have to sandwich together with a connector, they still will have a squish to it. So in order to not exactly fix that, but yes, we get rid of this. We're going to go ahead and give this edge a chamfer, and that will compensate for their squish. We're going to go add, and then I'm going to go ahead and turn that off for a second, and then I'll turn them back on. Oh, yeah, it looks really weird because it's, you know, the exact spot. I might actually have to do this in 2 different ways. So all right, so we'll add the chamfer, and of course, you know, if you do have a bamboo printer, this isn't going to affect you anyways. You're just going to have an extra chamfer, so if you maybe have a little overlap of glue, you'll be fine. And yeah, it'll just sit in there, and then that will simply just plug in to our little Bob-omb. Now I'm not gonna have to redo anything of this because this will all be done in parts. So if you haven't been following along, here is the dock number 1. I will have to save out the body and components. So this is dock 1, and he sits on the cap. And then I had a coworker that's like, was I told him I was making a Bob-omb that was sitting, and it was the Switch dock. He's like, "Oh, does it switch like go in the feet?" And honestly, that makes more sense. So we'll still keep this guy, but now we can get rid of that, and we can design one that encompasses the feet more. This is going to be kind of interesting because I have his feet going out on an angle. I might have to change that and have his feet kind of coming back more straight. So we'll see how we can do a Nintendo Switch across the feet. If I have to go straight, I might just end up redoing the feet. Actually, I don't have to redo the feet because this is kind of the funny part. This right here is the actual original foot. I just did a circular pattern and then suppressed this piece. So I could actually take this foot and copy, mirror both ways, and it will pull off essentially what we want. I'll have to extrude this back in further so it will connect to the body. But yeah, we can absolutely do it that way. Alright, I'll save out the pieces here later. So let's figure this guy out. So let's go ahead and take his feet away. See, now our problem is we have these pieces here. So in reality, this should have been designed when I did it. I wasn't intending on doing the other direction, but yeah, his feet are gonna have to go this way instead of coming in. I could just change. Right here's the circular pattern. So even if I did do that and just suppress the circular pattern, oh, it does actually suppress the rest of all of that. Even including the plate itself that took away from the feet, which is okay, because I mean this floor is the same as that plate. So if I just do an unsuppress, it brings it all back. So actually this will kind of work. So the single foot's still there, and so I'm just gonna do actually let's do a rectangular pattern, because we can rectangular pattern this, and that way it won't have any weird copy stuff. Axis right here, and so 3 symmetric, so 3 because we have to count the center. This is just 1 because we're not doing anything special here. Now actually I kind of like how far out those are, but we're gonna go ahead and move these in a little bit. There, I kind of like how that looks. Let's take the floor piece out of here. And that's not. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, let's go okay. Let's change this from a -80 to like okay, before I do that, hold on. Before I do that, I need to save out the ones that I have already done, which I have not saved that out. I mean, I've saved the project file, but not the pieces. I think I saved out most of the eyes. Yep, I1, I2. So I need to change actually I need to change the foot and the body, because the feet I did change. The feet are the same, so I only need 1 foot. Resave that out. The body itself needs to be resaved because I made the key later on. And then this key is symmetrical, so I only need to save like, you know, key, we'll do key half. So then you know you need 2 halves of the key. And then I am going to do the key join. And we're going to save that there too. All right. Now we're set. All right. So let's go back here. Suppress. Unsuppress. And now we have feet, but now we need to make these longer. So we're gonna like do like a 100 join. No, well we are doing a join, just not to that. My thought is, even if I make them go back further, I don't think they're, I wonder how much that floor is going to chop. Alright, so I might have to bring the feet in a little bit more. So we'll edit this and we'll do like a 40. There! And they do go all the way in. Not like, you know, completely, but that's good enough. And then once the floor hits, so the easiest way I did this with the floor was literally take this and extrude it, go one side, to object here, cut everything. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to paint his new feet. Oh, let's just call him foot 1 and foot 2 because we are so creative with names. And then let's paint his feet. And I believe this was the foot color. There. So that will still work. I will still have to go into this and do a copy, subtract. But yeah, that will do for the feet. We'll go back and do that later. Right now, I just I'd like to put a fuse on top of this one too. Some kind of just a, you know, cylinder, squiggly cylinder, whatever. All right, now let's look at the feet. So one thing we can kind of see from the side is the eyes do bulge out a little bit, and that's okay. We could do it where the switch would hold into this area, but I'm thinking I kind of want to pull this foot back, or we can actually take the sole of his foot and we could just push it out a little bit and bring both of these out, set the switch inside of there. Because honestly, I'd like for the switch to like sit in here, even if it's like straight up and down. I'd like it more like to sit relaxed back like a good, you know, 10 degrees. But these feet would have to go out a little further, which we can do that with. We can move them, or you know, we could extend this back more and move these out. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, where are the feet? I think it's the roll raggy. What did you do with the feet? Are they back here? Yeah. Right there. So we're going to move this back another 20. I'm not a fan of doing it this way. Body, floor we don't need. Body we don't want because we don't want to join with that. And then we can move these. This is probably not going to be the best method for doing this. I'll just straight up admit this is kind of a dumb method. There we go. Now, I mean, I could leave it like this to where you could just slap your Switch right on top of here. And it would just sit in between the feet, but I'd rather make a space that, you know, can do that. Unfortunately, at this point, I have run out of time, and we're going to come back to this guy. I also do want to do a version where he's smaller, and the top will be cut, and you can remove it, and there will be like a Switch games. I'd like to do a couple Joy-Con holders in there, so he's kind of like, you could have a Bob-omb dock, and next to it could be another one that's got your games and like a couple Joy-Cons inside of it, and he's like a, you know, a case in a way. And I would probably use the same same style, and we just go right back from scratch and just maybe design another one instead of going back and resizing everything. But let's save this guy out. We'll come back to this at a later date, hopefully not very long, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But anyways, thanks guys for watching, and we'll be back and working on this some more.